Hi there. So in my last video I was talking about fake angels, NPCs, archangels, and how they're messing with people, and I had some great comments, and Sage was one of the people who wrote a great comment and also asked a few questions that inspired me, so here I am. Thank you, Sage. I'm going to read off the message that she sent. I'm going to use my awesome reading skills. We're going to see how it goes. And after that, we're just going to discuss the topic, and I'm also interested in your thoughts regarding it, so here we go. So Sage is saying, one healer told me that sometimes we need help by the divine to be pulled out of darkness and that we aren't always able to do it alone. Kind of pissed me off when she said that, because it's almost like she acted like she had these special powers to do it and I wasn't able to do it alone, because she was connected to the divine inner higher powers, even though we've also been told that we all have the spark of the divine in us. This behavior from other healers, or spiritual people makes others feel powerless, like they have to rely on others to save them. I always felt that I always felt that they weren't honest and hiding something. So I would rather be empowered and save myself than rely or beg for someone else's help. Sucks. But in some circumstances, don't people actually need divine intervention to survive certain situations? If so, what beings step in to save us? Without it, they might have died otherwise. So we can't always do it alone, is what I'm saying. Any thoughts? So yeah, here's the thing. I think that when it comes to those divine bright beings, it really depends on how you look at it. My thoughts is like what you probably like already said in the message, is like all of us have that divine spark. You, me, and everyone else. All the animals, all the races, they have that divine spark. We are the gods, we are healers, we are everything. Except we've been targeted, we've been suppressed, and now we are in these limited bodies, and we're consciousness. We are everything, we can do everything. But being here, we identify with the body, we identify with the problems we have, we start believing that our life is messed up, and then we need help from someone else. Now here comes other people and they're helping, and now we're like, sometimes we fall into that really, really dark place. And it can be here in the physical life, sometimes in our planes, doesn't matter how we look at it. But if we're thinking that we need that divine being to come and help us, how divine is it? Because I don't see it bigger than us. I don't see it bigger, better, mightier, or some more importance. Because when you look at it, all the sort of good people or good ETs, good beings out there, when you're out in the multiverse, when you need help, when you need to communicate to someone, when you're doing anything, other beings are just like, hey, and they're seeing you as a friend, as a family. They just come up to you and they don't care who you are. You can fly, they cannot. You can teleport, they cannot. Like in some races, people just like us here on Earth, they have different beliefs and agreements, so they will be more limited. But when you come up there, bright, shiny, flying, you have abilities that they don't see you as God. They don't see you as some higher being. They see you as a friend, as equal. And that is the way it is with like most beings. When we come here and we have the sort of divine beings help us, you, me, and everyone else, equal. When there's divine, mighty, oh, I'm so big, I'm so good, I'm gonna help you out. There's the hierarchy sense. And hierarchy is not common between good beings. Hierarchy is common between dark forces. All the entities, or like most of the entities, have the hierarchy. We have those little like body phaetons, little entities around us, and then we have Greys and reptilians and archons and demiurges and different beings. They all have hierarchy. Normal people don't. The system in the world, hierarchy. Normal people don't have that. Ants, like, okay, there's a queen, we're gonna protect that, everyone else equal. So you look at the world, and everyone else is like, like, hey, we're normal. But when you're controlled by some system, by some darker forces, that's where the hierarchy appears. So I feel like when we're talking about the higher divine beings helping us, I will go like, hey, each and every one of us are powerful. And sometimes we're going through the dark night of the soul, the dark times in our lives when it's really difficult. And it seems like, like, hey, I've lost everything, I have no one to trust. Like, there's like, you're doubting like your life and everyone else, and you're like sort of, hey, I just don't want to be here anymore. And you, deep inside, you're craving for that help. You're craving for someone to save you. And who's that person gonna be? Some bright ET gonna come there and save you your ass, or someone else? And usually, all it is your pet, your dog, your cat, maybe a horse, maybe a little piggy, or a chicken, or someone else that you love. They are like sort of the forces of divine source line. When you look at the Cameron Days command, you see like all these loving beings, like animal beings and stuff. They're super loving. they're all there to give and care for you. When you look at common life, people who are not messed up by life too much, they care for each other. Like, oh, you're doing bad, like, look, help, like, I'm gonna help you up. They're not asking for your agreements. They're not trying to make you like, like, hey, I'm this good being. Look, I'm a hero. I'm gonna help you up. They're not trying to make themselves look mightier or anything. They're equal as you, and they care for you, and they're here for you. So those divine forces, divine like beings, you mean everyone else. And if you care for someone, everyone's equal. So you're gonna help them because you care. And that's why, like, sometimes I might be going through my stuff, and all I need is to read a comment from you. And you might be thankful. You might be like, hey, Akvile, nice video and stuff. You are the divine being that inspires me, that keeps me going. You are the thing, you're the wonderful being that gives me life, that gives me all the power, like all the power I need to keep on going. Sometimes I might be going through stuff, and I can have my mom, I can have my dad, my bro, someone else show up in my life and just like give me a little bit of support, and that's all I need to keep on going. Maybe my cat is gonna be there on my lap and just pour for a few seconds. I'm happy. It makes me happy. So I feel like people around us, they're all divine. And if they're not messed up by life too much, if they are not trying to survive, but they're actually living and they are themselves, they don't have to worry about what's going on, and they're there. They're like, hey, I'm me, I'm enjoying my life, and now I can help others because I would like to that. And they're not looking for someone to save and help. They're more like just doing, like, carrying on their own business, and they see someone that needs a hand, they're gonna be there for you. So I think it's like in every one of us. And when we talk about other ETs, other races, there's plenty. We have Pleiadians, Lyrans, we have Arcturians, we have this new race like called Tohan, Tohan. They're more like a wisp orb beings, but they're like super loving. There's bat-like beings. There's like super nice, and they're all around us. And it like really depends on who you reach out to. But the thing is, they all of them see you as equal, and they're all there to support you. If you call out, if you're asking for help, and other forces are more like like trying to outshine you. Like they're gonna give you help. But first, they need that acknowledgement of how important they are. No one really cares. Everyone's equal between the good beings. So, like, I don't really see why I need to claim that, like, I am the divine being and I am gonna help you. Like, yeah, just help me. I don't care who you are. So, like, I think like that's why, like, good beings, they're gonna be there for us, and who they are, it's a lot of cases. Sometimes people have those good angels. They're like it's like, do not be mad at the whole race. If you had a white guy rob you, if I had a black guy say something bad at you, if you had the Asian or like an Indian say something to you, not the race is not at fault. It's one person. Same as like oh, all reptilians are bad. No, it's a wrong claim. All archons are different things. Like like there are times where the beings from that specific race that we know as bad are actually like, hey, I just want to help. I'm there for good. I don't want to be like everyone else. So they're different. So there are different groups that are interested. Same times like I've seen Pleiadians and Arcturians and Lyrans that gone wrong and actually were into domination and control and stuff. But there's only like individuals or groups. It doesn't mean that everyone. So when there are beings out there to help, like they're gonna be appearing in lots of ways. It depends on who you are. Right here on Earth, a lot of times people will be just seeing other people. No ETs coming like with spaceships and landing and saving us all and whatever. But you can actually have interactions when you get out of body. You can actually have the sort of channel information, or just beings try to reach out to you. And you might hear voices, you might have a thought pop up in your head and hear this. But like they're all more like interested in your well-being rather than like claiming how divine and powerful they are. And that's when you make a difference. So I know, like, these are my thoughts, and I probably should read the comment again just in case to see if I answered it. But anyway, like, I think like eventually it's all sort of, we're all equal, and when it comes to that higher self, over self, divine, whatever, all those powerful beings, it's still hierarchy. How can you be higher than yourself? It's like for example, I get out of body and like I meet other part of myself. It's equal. We're like, hey, best friend, I love you, yay! It's all good. It's not like, hey, I'm your bigger consciousness. I'm your higher self. Come over. Not like that, it doesn't happen. So, I guess like that's my fast, like short video. But when it comes to this topic, I really think like, people, sometimes we feel like we need saving. You can save yourself. You just need a little support. And that's all we need. We're being suppressed by life, by tons of different things that happen in our lives, and all we need is that little support from beings that will help us to get up on our feet and keep on going. You have all the powers. You are the most powerful being. You are wonderful. You're brilliant. You're smart. You're loving. You're caring. You have it all. It's just that you've probably gotten into life that's not been that nice for you. You've been through harsh stuff maybe, and you know, if you are able to surround yourself with people that are interested in your well-being, without any agenda, without trying to get anything from you, just giving because they want to give, just giving because they want to see you happy and smile, and that is the most divine thing that you can get. Like that unconditional love and like giving, where you just give because you want others to be happy. No agenda, no more like, hey, I'm gonna make a video so that you would give me more likes. I'm gonna make a video so that I would get your comments and feedback, and I'm gonna make you make me feel better. Not like that. Like you inspire me, and like, oh, that's awesome. I want to give back, and just giving you something so that it would make you better, make your life better. All my videos are more like sort of directed into, what kind of value can I give to you? What kind of information can I entertain you? Can I give you something valuable? Can I just talk to you? And I love giving to you because it feels good. Because it feels good seeing people happy, so having them win and stuff. And that's the most important part. And I think like that is where we start shining. So you have all the powers, and if you have beings there to support you that show up in various ways, being animals, human beings, some other ETs, that's all you need. No need to proclaim how divine or powerful you are and how important you are. No one cares about that. It's only those higher beings like who are like in the elite and the dark forces, like, oh, I am the CEO of this, and like I'm so important in that and that. Like like fuck that. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I should wrap up the video, but yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Share your thoughts. I think like it's a great topic to talk about, and like talk it up, discuss it. So yeah, see you next video. Bye.